So we still have a few minutes to
Board.
board our flight, and I think it's the right time to share our experience or gather our thoughts around it because so much, although we just stayed at Prayagraj for 3 nights and 4 days, but it feels like there were so many experiences. Some things that we had an idea of this is what to expect, or these are the things to do. Many things that we wanted to do also did not happen, and yet it did not.
Bother us.
Yeah, it was.
You're content with what?
Yeah, we are content with what you felt. No?
What we felt and whatever experiences we went through. Our flight landed at 10 a.m. and we reached the stay in a cab around 3:34. Right.
Yeah. 4 hours.
Yeah, it took us 4 hours in the cab and with so much traffic
And diversions.
and diversions. And
The distance was less itself. It was like probably 20 kilometers or something.
kilometers from airport.
Yeah.
Reservation 1.5 hours maximum.
In a way, we did know that there will be traffic. It was not like, we didn't know that there won't be traffic. So we knew there would be traffic. But also to see, like in real, from all the Instagram footages of people going and everything, to actually see it in real, to see so many hundreds of people carrying their luggage, carrying,
They're small kids.
small kids, old people, everyone just walking and walking. Like the line never stopped. The view over the bridge that was
Spectacular, yeah.
It was spectacular. That we were like sort of excited to see what is there. Is this the Mela or what is it? At the same time, there are like just people moving. One other thing was these beautiful artworks while we were entering into the city. Like we saw so many Hanuman paintings all across. There were small temples, and the artwork was so captivating. Although we thought the first day, anyway, we are going to reach. We've landed at 10. We'll probably reach the stay around maybe 2 hours, 12 o'clock, and go to the Akhara visit probably around 2 o'clock. None of that happened. So the first day itself was like, okay, the Akhara visit did not happen. But the good thing is we also got to go to the Ganga Aarti in the evening.
It was a nice experience. Like,
With all
the way how they did all the aarti and everything. So it was really nice. People were dipping there.
Yeah.
At like 9 o'clock, there were a few of them dipping. And then Nandeshwara, that was so quiet and peaceful around.
Yeah.
And the lights and the bridges.
We could see the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when we were just standing at the Nageshwar Ghat, we didn't know, like we were just a bunch of people standing there and wondering where to go. And then there was this guy who was coming, right? And we asked him, matlab, kya hai wahan? Matlab, just to ask him where to go or what is there. And so plainly he just said Ganga Ji.
As if it's a person.
Yeah, as if it is a person. He's like, wahan kya hai bhaiya? Like, Ganga Ji hai. Like, he's like, oh my God. There's so much of respect. So much respect and it was nothing else. Yeah, it's just a river and probably, but what we were looking to ask was, is there any particular thing happening there or something like that? But he just said Ganga Ji and it was so true. It was just a river flowing and we just went there, did the Ganga Aarti. The priests were from Kashi who had come to Prayagraj. And they made it happen and they made the process happen. So it was beautiful. It was very relaxing, I think. I think I slept in a few. I slept a few times throughout the aarti.
When you look at that river, you realize why people worship it. There's this silky quality to it. It's meltwater coming down. And during the day, it's kind of dried up, but by the time it's evening, the river is flowing because the glacier is melting and a lot of water kind of flows down. And that particular calm, silky, very soft, kind, this particular kindness to the river at that stage. So people might look at it and think of all the qualities that it's bringing. And it kind of gives everything, fresh air around that river is so beautiful. And then water, when it feels warm, touch the water is cool. It's really the lifeblood of that particular land because it rains so little, but still the land is
Yeah, so it's fertile. Yeah,
I'm
in the
not sure
sense
it's
it's
fertile,
fertile,
but
but
soil is very heavy soil. But at the same time, this water is there only because of the river. Everywhere, whereas they're so dusty, so super dusty, but still because of the river,
Right.
people are not deprived of their livelihood.
They don't
So
mind.
yeah, they don't really want water. Yeah.
you can imagine why that was a huge body of water. Something that during the monsoon time becomes Kali during winter time because of Saraswati.
Yeah,
can show her power.
Yeah,
the
it's showing different
It is,
forms.
yeah.
The river is showing different forms.
Exactly. So people might look at this and of course you have to worship that.
That-
energy, isn't it? Something that gives you everything.
Yeah.
Rather than the dip or the bath itself, for me, I wanted to experience the people and the Mela, how it will be. And yeah, basically, I still cannot fathom or I do not understand why actually so many people
Yeah.
come to that spot.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's something. I mean, yeah, there might be something there,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether people know it or unknowingly or I don't know why. But yeah, people are drawn to it, and they come in such huge numbers, and it's like they are risking everything because when people come in such huge numbers, they have to take care of their food, travel, and even the money. And they will be tired. There will be kids, old age people. So how to take care of them?
And they walk
And
for like 15-20 kilometers sometimes.
15-20 kilometers, where they will sleep, etc. So
No, we saw people carrying their
Food items.
Food items,
Food items
like the
there.
stove and got
Yeah.
like, where are you cooking? You know,
exactly. So
they're not bothered.
they're
about
not bothered.
it.
They,
the flow.
they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to be
Be
there.
there.
So
I could not understand that.
what is going in their mind?
They
Yeah,
have
what,
some drive where they have to go and see Ganga,
Ganga.
Ji, like how they say.
When you look at that crowd, you will be proud of that country,
Yeah.
proud of the humanity of that place. It's got such huge number of people. You can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like millions of people. The whole population of a huge country is
There.
there. That's a small little place. And so little organization.
And there is
You
no-
see,
yeah.
no policeman, no one controlling the traffic, nothing. Nobody is organizing
Yeah.
anything. But still things run so smoothly. Spectacularly.
Policemen and security
Yeah,
to tell them away or
exactly. They shoo them away actually for blocking the roads and stuff. Apart from that, they're not controlling anything.
Yeah.
Still, it's running so smoothly. No one, in fact, no one was stampeding anybody there. Like, people could have easily done that, but that didn't happen. Probably because of the huge space. I don't know.
I feel they all had some respect with each other. Like, every human.
Everyone had come for the same purpose, kind
And they
of
were
like.
not like,
Yeah.
the fight in a different mode. They are all a bit calm and in a loving way, or they
Yeah,
respect each other.
And everyone answered when we asked like directions or the locals were so welcoming.
The bikers, they're all local people.
yeah.
They are the ones who are helping everyone to take them to the airport.
Yeah.
The airport
Or
and
again bring them back to the airport.
Yeah.
Without them, yeah, we would have been missing our
Total
flight.
traffic jam for 15
Traffic
20
jam,
kilometers.
yeah. That's
I think
right.
they are the one who's helping us to come to
Even the
airport.
boatman, like he was so nice, and he was saying about
They're
yeah.
not dealing with the situation with a really kind of lovingly dealing with a particular situation. That's what surprising thing about it. And these 3-4 days I was there, I didn't have one bad feeling. When bad situations came, if I even small bit of ill came at me, I'd be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because of the situation. That is the spectacular feeling that comes out of this particular festival. I mean, everyone is going out of respect for Ganga.
Yeah.
And that particular event that
Right.
because of that, everyone is going, behaving with that particular respect.
Yeah.
I mean, something like that would never happen anywhere.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that happening
Yeah,
anywhere.
100%.
It's something that Sadhguru always says. Sadhguru says, if you are really happy, you don't have to say it. If you'll be happy,
Yeah.
These all people from this love and happiness in their mind.
Yeah.
That's a spectacularness of the holy.
There was no fight, or you would expect like a group of, let's say, 500 people, 1,000 people, or whatever. Just the roads and the bridges are so, like, some places they are narrow, they are not, but everyone is kind of managing how to walk, and
It looks like a miracle, isn't it? Like it likes a water flow.
Water flow.
Like how the water, if it finds a small gap, it will flow through the same way people were going, or even cars or.
Yeah.
Everything. The roads, people were going that way. Like the people are walking, and then there's the two-wheeler coming, and then there's the car is also coming, and then there's the e-rickshaw
Someone from
coming.
the opposite side also.
Oh my god!
Somebody's trying
Oh, so I was standing in the middle and drinking tea. Oh my god!
and a buffalo is going through us.
Buffalo is going through as well, and there is someone giving bath to her son in
Yeah.
the road. It's like, what is
You
happening?
can see all kinds.
Yeah.
All experience. You experience.
Second day we went to Snan. And, Snan also.
We started
left
at-
9 o'clock. Snan, we left at 9. And we thought we'll be back by 11:30.
Maximum by at least 12:31.
Maximum we thought 12:30. And then we ended up coming back at 6:30. Because we went there and then we saw this first time we are in the Mela and we are seeing so much crowd. And then we thought, okay, we'll just catch a boat over there and just take a dip. And then you hear the boats are cancelled because of the wind. Like, because of the wind, boats are cancelled. Oh, is this a possibility too? They said, no, up until half an hour ago, the boats were like working and then the boats are closed. And then you wait and you try to figure out, okay, what to do next. I think at that point we had to decide whether we wanted to take the boat and go to Sangam, or we can just take a dip there. Yeah. I think that
We had
was
two choices.
a little bit of a tricky decision because for me it was like if I don't take the boat and go, and if I just take a dip here,
Something
would
is.
my mind again play a game that you didn't take the boat and go, you didn't experience the
You have
boat.
come all the way,
Yeah.
so many miles
Yeah,
away.
so many miles away.
It's not easy to just take a dip and show and go.
Although you know that it's the same water. Although you know that
Yeah.
the water is there in
Sangam
the
water
garden.
is
Sangam
every
water is
few
not
other
that
places.
flows through all the guards. But still, it is so like
It's a nice experience, a nice picture. Okay, and that's
the occasion as well. And you go there and you start to haggle with the boatsmen. Like initially we thought it will just be like 500
rupees per
extra or
person.
whatever, but 500 per person we have to pay. And then we end up carrying only so much. And then we go there and then he says 1,500, 1,200 or whatever. So the boat charges depends on the crowd and you know how desperate you are to get onto it.
But I think
What they can get away with it.
in our boat, like everybody was trying to help each other. Even if you don't have money, like we can make sure that
that's
we
the
bring
least
that
thing.
money. Yeah, they were all
strangers are happy to
we don't know any of them, but still everybody was trying to help each other.
Acha, you're short of money. Let us give you we'll give you money. And then we get on the boards, and then you actually see like that the feel of being in the waters, and then you see all these birds. And so many birds just flying. They were just there. And,
It's their place. Looks like we were only trying to get into their way and.
yeah.
Go.
And not just it was not just like one single boat, right? There are so many boats all across. It's just
and control those boats.
And the way how they landed the they landed the boat and tied up.
Trying to tie it up. My God, it was
because and also like the boats are hitting each other, right? When they are going forward, they are not fighting with each other. They're like pushing each other's boat and going to. I have seen this traffic in the road.
The same way they were trying to.
Traffic in the boats to get in and get out of that.
And it's a normal
Sangam point.
sailing boat. It's not an electric boat.
Yeah. So what do you say? The
Sailing boat, rowing boat.
Rowing boat.
yeah.
The interesting thing was the water level is maybe up till your heels,
Yeah.
and probably to get it up till your knees or even up till your stomach or abdomen, you have to go a little bit deeper. So that was not enough again, and since there were so many people, so we couldn't go into deep as well, and there were barricades in water that we could not cross as well. So that was one. But yeah.
strange where when Yamuna and Ganga meet. Yamuna is deep, but Ganga is shallow.
Yeah.
Yamuna is very deep, and immediately Ganga comes,
Ganga
and
is-
It's very shallow.
Very shallow.
Yeah.
And also the color of the rivers also,
Yeah,
the
so
water
many
color of
different-
the rivers.
They are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, different.
And we were trying to lie down.
Yeah, we wanted to get
Make sure that
the
we are-
whole body, we wanted to get it immersed, but we could not because of the shallow depth. And we were trying to do push-ups
Just
inside.
All kinds of adventures we have done. Right?
Then yeah, go there and you take a dip, and then you will start thinking, okay, how many dips am I going? You know, I have to take like 3 dips, and then you count, okay, maybe is it 3 dips for one other family member, or remember all the family members and do 3 dips. Like, okay, dip for one person, dip for another person, and like then you see your fellow people who have, your batch group people who have taken bath before you. Like, how is their patience level? Like, can we make them wait a little longer and take few more dips?
We never wanted to come out of it. isn't it?
Yeah, we never wanted to come out of it. So we
But,
went and we sat in the, like there was this dipping point, and then we stood, and then we walked a little back, okay? Because we saw people. Actually, there the water was just so much.
It was still very shallow.
Very shallow.
Shallow. And then we sat down. There was 4 or 5 of us. We sat and we started chanting Om Namah Shivaya. We said we'll chant for like 11 times. We started chanting, and then I lost the count. There were a few other people who joined in, and they started chanting as well. And it was so nice.
And it was a good vibration. I
Yeah,
felt like,
yeah.
and it all. I can feel everywhere it is vibrating.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. There, in the water. It was very nice feel, actually.
At that moment, when they joined, I felt like maybe it would have been nice if we had a little more time, and if we kept the chant going on. Just
Many
to
could
see
have,
so
all
many
of us,
people come.
would have come and joined.
Just a chant, how it unites people. They were like, I felt like they were
we
part of
don't
our
know
group.
at all.
Yeah.
They
No,
were just came for a dip and then they joined.
Like in Hanuman yesterday,
Oh
everyone
my
starts chanting.
God, it was so nice. One thing was when we went in the boat, there was no place to change our wet clothes as such. I mean, there were few.
We
so we
need to
thought
go-
we'll
we
come
need to
back
Go a bit further.
bit
for it.
further, yeah. And we didn't know if the boatman will wait until all of us change into good, dry clothes. So we came back with the wet clothes.
We went into one of the Aka's tent where she was selling samosas. The kids are making samosas inside the tent, like folding up. And the Akka was selling it.
Selling it.
We said we need to change our clothes. And then she gave her space,
Space,
like
yeah.
remove the kids a bit away. And then we were changing our clothes inside. That was totally different experience.
I mean, they were okay, They are just regular people for whom the tent is their home. They had kids and everything. Their clothes, their cooking utensils, everything is there in that small tent. But they were still okay for us to come and change inside. Like, why?
It's like letting your property. And we were all wet with the sand. They didn't mind, like they just still let us send, change, allowing us. It's not easy like, that way, I feel.
It's definitely not easy.
So about the bath itself, or taking a dip or snan, what I felt is usually when you take a cold shower or something, right? So you feel energized and your body feels very light, and it's very refreshing. But that refreshment will not last long. Maybe it lasts like a couple of hours, and then you get into your day-to-day activity, and then that refreshment goes away. But when I took the dip, and that was around probably in the afternoon, right? So it stayed throughout the whole day.
That freshness.
And my body felt light. It was not like after a couple of hours, because we still walked.
No, we still
walked
walked.
like 5-6 kilometers.
More, I think.
More.
We walked nearly like
18,000 steps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, more
And
18,000 steps.
still you don't feel the tiredness or anything. And yeah, that was the physical
Yeah.
change that I experienced after taking the bath.
And kind of after taking the bath, it was like, done.
And that's
Yeah.
Done now.
The purpose of
felt
travel is
that contentment or fulfillment. Okay, for what purpose you had come in, so that's been fulfilled. So yeah, nice.
and the next day was
The Akhada.
the
Akhada visits,
and also we went to Hanuman temple.
Bade Hanuman temple.
Saw some of the sadhus.
I think we went to 3 akaras. Niranjani Akada, Juna Akada, and there was one more, some Shiva Akada. Something.
Niranjana.
Niranjani.
Niranjani.
Niranjani Akhada, Juna Akhada, and one more. Right?
Okay.
In Juna Akhada, I think there were Naga sadhus.
Yeah.
And that is where the Rudraksha.
Rudraksh Baba was there. And
It was how many thing? How many
I
Rudraksha?
think 10
9
lakhs.
lakhs.
वहाँ पे लाख लिखा था.
And there was another Baba who gave us the Rudraksha itself. So,
Yeah.
he blessed us.
Rash Baba.
He's
He's also called Rudraksha.
The experience from them weren't as we expected. They were very sweet and nice, and they weren't fierce at all.
Yeah.
All of them looked very kind and looked when they look at even the real ones. They look at people. They kind of look very tenderly towards people. There was no fierceness or no rudeness or no big fellow kind of stuff. Is not there.
Takaras only. You saw this Baba who had his leg folded like this, no?
oh yeah.
We can't even sit like this for longer time. He had his leg folded like this and he was sitting. You're like, how can you sit like
Most of all these Nag Babas, they look so thin.
thin?
There's only skin in there.
I don't think they eat like us. They eat maybe 1 meal a day.
Maybe, yeah, their lifestyle must be so different. With their dunis.
Yeah, a lot of
their
sadhanas
sadhanas,
and
yeah,
stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel that, we missed on a lot more Nagas. Because we did not go
Yeah,
during the...
during
we went
because it
quite
was
late.
Snan day, they all had a procession and
They left, most of them had left to Kashi, so we did not
get to meet them
see
this
the
time.
whole
Yeah,
Akadas. Many of the camps were already vacated, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to visit Alopi Mata temple, Bade Hanuman temple,
Nagavasuki.
and Nagavasuki temple, and Lalitambika temple. And
But I ended up with
we had to choose only one given the amount of crowd, and we went to Bade Hanuman temple. It was so beautiful. The Hanumanji was, I think, 6 to 7 feet below the ground level, and we had to go in, take darshan, and then come out. And
there were
people were offering
hundreds and
laddus
thousands of people, right? I don't know how much were there.
Thousands of people, and the chanting of Ram and Jai Shri Ram. And
With all,
much
they
Rangoli
had small
and-
kids, pregnant ladies, everyone
So
was there.
beautiful. Absolutely
We
beautiful.
could have walked about 4 kilometers just to get to the temple.
Yeah.
Just to get
Just-
the temple.
We
I
were
think
walking
that
and
was the
walking.
thing because we walked through the festival grounds, real festival.
Real
Yeah,
festival.
so
Huge grounds, huge number of people, everything.
We felt the Kumbh that day, right?
We actually felt that how big, and because the temple was also in the heart of the Kumbh, you had to go there, like Sector 3 or whatever, and then
There's only few
see-
parts we can
see
go.
The people, and only you can go by walking. You can't go by e-scooters or anything to that place, e-bikes. So walk. See
And
so
all-
many people all
Yeah, and
around.
also not walking also, right? It's not a direct path. Even though there are bridges directly to the temple and everything, so the bridges will be closed based on the crowd, the amount of crowd that is pouring in. So they would have opened a bridge to cross this side from Ganga to Yamuna, and the other bridge from Yamuna to Ganga. So we had to walk.
It was all
the
one-way
day
bridge.
extra and then cross the bridge. That actually gave us an opportunity to see how huge
The crowd
Kumbh
was.
Mela itself
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Like it's covered over like 40 square kilometers.
Yeah. And with all the lights on, it was a different feel. And we saw sunset as well.
Sunset.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunset over the bridge.
Oh my god. It feels unreal because see, whenever you are, let's say when you are in an airport or very crowded place, so you would be there for like 5 minutes and you would see only the crowd for only like 100 meters distance. But imagine the same crowd where it is jam packed for like 2, 3, 4,
whole
5
bridge.
kilometers of range.
Yeah.
It's all fully crowded people. Oh my god. It's like,
I get headache when I get to a crowded place. And I was thinking, oh, maybe I will get sick or I might get headache. No feeling at all. Because everyone had a nice feeling about them. All
Yeah.
happy people kind of going around wanting to do something happy and holy and spiritual and stuff. It was a great feeling.
Yeah.
Rickshaws we sat at the back.
Back.
We travel. E-bikes we
We
did.
tried.
You know, all kinds of travel we have done.
Yeah.
Today was the last day. Coming back from from a place to
And yeah, to even get the cab or the e-bike to come and pick us up.
First of all, we did not want to come back. So we were feeling till. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay longer, but we wanted to stay a little bit, 1 or 2 days longer. That's how you feel when you are leaving the
Yeah.
place. But we got at least I got an opportunity to go back to Ganga and take a dip in the Ganges during the sunrise. That was wonderful.
Yeah. And also you did that.
I did Beli Darpanam. It was the priest actually conducts it properly. Really, he asks the names of people from 3 generations, and you are offering Darpanam to Ganga. And the one that I like most is the last line that is we are doing Darpanam for Krishna, who is the son of Ganga. It was so sweet actually. So everyone was doing Darpanam to Ganga. She's kind of also almost like a saying, I say do Darpanam to my son as well. It was so sweet. That made it a lovely feeling, warm feeling in the heart.
Did you feel that?
Really nice.
That you did a good thing for the ancestors?
Yeah, that's the main thing. That was, because he asked names of everyone. And so,
So it's like you emotionally also you're preparing to let them go.
exactly.
Be,
They're all in us really. We kind of saying this person who is in me kind of give a little bit of happiness to that person. And I'm actually invoking all of them. They haven't come to see Ganges itself. This is Ganga. You take the beauty of enjoy the experience of whatever I'm doing here and stuff. It was really, really nice experience. It's about people. It's really about people. If you can straighten your mind and emotionally make it slightly straighter, you can benefit a whole lot of people. Having a bunch of roses like that coming together, it is fragrant.
so much sweetness, like the fragrance.
So sweet. It's.
I feel like if we are 1% better than
What you were
where I
before.
came from, where I came from. When I'm going back to my home, it should be at least 1% better. I think I'll be like that is what
See, these 3 days, there was not an opportunity for us to be sad or stressed or feeling sorry for myself. I never, not even for a moment, I felt sorry for myself for anything.
Yeah.
For 3 whole days like that, and
Yeah.
you don't even get 24 hours like that. 3 whole days. If I could stay there for a month, what would that happen? I would have been
I think we all, right now my mind is just saying, it was a nice, beautiful, pleasant experience. But what we truly have experienced, I don't think we can.
there's no words.
To express it, all the uncertainties and just going through that and flowing with the people and just adjusting to the situation, and things are changing constantly, and there is traffic, there are roadblocks, there is this one day.
I think
no plan
make
for
this
like
more flexible. Isn't
yeah.
it? Just stick. No, you can't stick with the plan. Let's go with the plan.
Go with the flow.
When we are in the normal life situations, we feel like we feel like we are the ones, right?
Yeah.
But when we were at the Kumbh, we were 1 in a million.
Yeah.
And it made us so, yeah,
Like, we are just one speck.
one speck. So it made us realize that we are so small. There is huge.
it's not that we are not there really.
Yeah.
When you said that, I could have thinking that you're so right. I was not there really.
Yeah.
I was like always observing others, so my presence was not there.
Yeah.
So something bigger has taken over. That's probably why I couldn't feel sorry for myself. I was not there.
We make ourselves smaller with that crowd.
And without we having to do anything, we get ourselves smaller. No effort is needed. Our ego wasn't there at all. I don't know how that happened, but that's how it was. As the effect of the huge crowd. We never experienced that with this like a million people. When are we there?
We have seen this many people together.
No, I haven't ever seen this many people. And that to people with good intention and good mind and no one aggravating anything at all, giving no pain to anybody. That where do you get that at all?
Yeah.
Everybody has to come to Mahakumbh if there's possible. Another
Yeah.
how many days more?
I don't know.
26.
So yeah, a few days more. Yeah. Or whenever the Kumbh happens next.
We should all the ways. That's it.
Yeah. I think it's time to go to our boarding gate.
We are already late for boarding.
And
See you all in the next book.
yeah.